Hey, how's it going, YouTube? This is MattyIce of the Stone Family bringing you to our first episode of Pokemon Platinum Triple Threat Randomizer Nuzlocke. Triple Threat Nuzlocke is a type of Nuzlocke that I kind of invented, I guess. I haven't seen anyone else do this type of lock before. So if you're watching, please leave a like below, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't. Twitter and Instagram will be in the description below. So to go over Triple Threat Nuzlocke really quick, the randomizer part is like any other randomizer. Everything's going to be randomized. But to go over the Triple Threat part, we're actually going to be using only 3 typings. And in those 3 typings, we can get 3 Pokemon. So if our typings happen to be Ice, Dragon, and Fighting, we get 3 Ice types, 3 Dragon types, and 3 Fighting types, which gives us a total of 9 Pokemon. All of those Pokemon get 3 lives each. So 3 types, 3 Pokemon each, and 3 lives. Triple threat. However, because we can only have a party of 6 members on the team at a time, we're only allowed to have 2 of each typing on our team at a time. So let's say all of our Ice types die, and we've still got 3 Fighting and 3 Dragon types, 2 of which would be in the PC. We cannot add the extra Fighting type and the extra Dragon type to the team, so we'd only be running with 4 Pokemon at that time. The way the types are going to be determined, the starter, because it's randomized, the starter will determine one of our typings. And then we go into Route 1, or Route, I think it's 201 in this game. But the first route, we go into that route, we find the first Pokemon after we get Pokeballs. The second and third typing are determined after we get the Pokeballs. We will get our first encounter. If it's the same type as our starter, then we can pass it off. If it's a different type, we have to catch that Pokemon, and that is our second typing for the game. And then we go into another route, and we find a third typing, and so on and so forth. As you watch, you'll be able to catch on to how it works. Now, for dual typings, let's say our first Pokemon, our starter, is Fighting Steel, Lucario. And we run into a Fighting type. Now, we get to choose between the 2 typings which one Lucario counts as. So let's say I set it up as a Steel type, and then our first encounter is a Fighting type. We have to catch that as a secondary type. So you have to determine what you're going to call each encounter as you catch it. So if I call Lucario a Steel type and then I run into a Fighting type, that's 2 different typings already determined. Lucario goes into the Steel side, and then the second encounter, which was a Fighting type, starts a new group of 3. I hope that makes sense. Hopefully you'll catch on as we go. Hopefully I can run into a situation like that. It seems pretty simple to me, but then again, I've been doing this kind of lock for probably around a year now on my own. Something I've been doing off screen for probably maybe 8 months to a year. You know, I've done every generation except for Generation 7 and Generation 6. I've completed and won a lot with this type of lock. So we're going to get started. Hopefully I've explained the rules decently well. More of the rules will be, or the full set of rules will be in the description. Hopefully they make sense. If not, I apologize. I'm not always the best at explaining things, but here's hoping that they make sense. But I went ahead and set up the names for me and my rival to go ahead and get that out of the way. And basically what we're going to try to do today is just at least get the starter, and I'm going to try to show you what I mean with the first route being determining which typings we use. So hopefully it'll all make sense by the end of the episode. If not, any questions you have, put in the comments. I'll be willing to try to answer them as best as I can. So I randomized this ROM personally, but my oldest son, actually picked the 3 starters. I have no idea what, okay, so speed up is working. That still doesn't help very much. So, I don't know what the starters are. He knows what they are. He knows what all 3 of them are, but I have no idea. He picked all 3. I let him determine them. They're predetermined, but they're just not known to me. So hopefully he picked some good Pokemon. He might have set me up with some complete garbage. But out of the 3, I'll be picking our starter, which will determine typing that I'm looking for the rest of this playthrough. And I will get to pick 2 extra Pokemon that goes with that typing. Now, for example, let's say I did pick the Fighting Steel, and I chose, like, Lucario again, and I do choose Lucario as a fighting type. If I run into a Medicham because he's fighting Psychic, I don't get to sit there and be like, oh, well, he's Psychic type. If it's got fighting in it, I have to include it with that typing. But if I choose Lucario as Steel type, and I come across the Medicham and he's fighting Psychic, I get to pass him over. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully it'll make more sense as we go along with this episode and the next few episodes. And truth be told, because I've never done it this way as a randomizer, there's a possibility that you don't get all 9 Pokemon. Because if you choose Lucario as a Steel type and then you don't run into any more Steel types, you just miss out on those other 2 encounters. So it is a risk on which typing you want to label your Pokemon as, if they've got dual typings. So hopefully it all makes sense. I'm hoping it's not too difficult to understand. To me, it seems pretty easy to understand, but like I said, I'm not always the greatest at explaining things. Also, never played Platinum before, so I've played Diamond and Pearl, just never played Platinum. This will be the first time ever I go through the, the dimension, I don't even know what it's called, the weird spot where Giratina is. I've never done that. So, it'll be interesting. I'm probably going to get lost. So, if I end up having to, like, when we get to that spot, be like, okay, I'll be right back. That's me cutting to go look up how to do it. But, alright, here's my wife checked the starters for me. She said they were randomized. So, they should be good to go. Here's hoping. If they're not, then you won't be seeing this anyways. Because I'll be cutting, deleting this, and restarting after I get my son to make sure that they're randomized. Alright, so here we go. Starter number 1. We'll start right to left. We'll go right to left. It's a Celebi. Oh my god. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's what happens when you let a 7-year-old determine your starters. It's a Celebi, Charizard. Ooh. Okay. Celebi, Charizard, and Arceus. Oh my god. This is what happens when you let a 7-year-old determine your starters. I apologize if y'all feel like that's ridiculously overpowered or anything like that. But I let my kids be a part of my channel, and part of that is letting them determine stuff with the channel. Just like I'm going to let them have series on this channel. They'll be doing stuff with me. Like I said in my previous playthrough, my son will be my Cage Lock partner, and my daughter's going to be my Soul Link partner. And then I got to figure something out for the littlest son when he gets old enough to start doing this. But so I let him determine it. he determined an Arceus, a Celebi, and a Charizard. I'm going with the Arceus. So if that upsets anyone, I'd say sorry, but I kind of don't care because it lets my kids be a part of the series. So if you can't understand that, then you're just not a parent. So hopefully it's understandable. But we got an Arceus. Obviously, that's normal typing. So Pokemon, let me write this down real quick. Platinum, Triple Threat, Randomizer Nuzlocke. So Arceus is normal. Even if I give him a plate, which I don't feel like I should be allowed to give him a plate because that defeats the purpose of his typing. So I don't think I'm ever going to give Arceus a plate. He'll probably just end up... Yeah, he'll stay normal type for the whole series. I'm going to make that determination right now. He's normal typing. So normal typing. So we get 3 more Pokemon on our team that are normal typing. So like, for example, Bibarel pops up. He's normal water if I'm not mistaken. So if I catch him, I can determine if I want him in the normal or water. If I want him as a normal type or a water type. If I put him with a normal, then I can only find one more normal. If I put him with water, that determines that I have to find only normal and water types from that point on. So hopefully that's understandable. Jeez, look at the moves. Okay. It'd be punishment. Charizard's got smoke screen. Hopefully I'm explaining all this decently well. Hopefully it makes sense. But here's hoping we run into a normal something type. And I can show you what I mean. Okay, I don't know what natural gift does. I'm hoping to be able to show you what I mean. And hopefully make this make sense. I'm probably just freaking out in my own head, and it probably does make sense. But we'll see. We'll see when we get to that point. We should be okay to win this. One more punishment. Charizard uses Ember. I can't believe my son chose. We've got color change. Oh my goodness. Okay. I forgot different abilities. I don't even know what Arceus' regular ability is. Is that going to get us to the next level? Okay. And in the next series, I'll probably end up letting my daughter pick my starters. And in the series after that, probably my youngest son. So, like I said, I'm going to let my kids be a part of the series. Like, come cage lock time, I'll probably let my son end up picking all 3 of my starters, and I'll end up picking all 3 of his. And then for Soul Link, same thing with my daughter. So, that's what I do. I'm trying to make this a family thing. Right now, we don't have a mic set up to where you can be able to hear all or both of us at the same time, or we'd already have a series on the channel with them. Once we get the mic set up to where, because I'm not worried about the camera as much as I am the mic where you can hear their voices clearly. Because even watching back my own series, I realized that I can barely hear my own voice that great on this mic. You know, I'm trying to get this channel started. Better mic is really the only thing that's needed to make that work. So if we can get that going, we'll be great. Alright, so we got the running shoes. So yeah, they're going to be on the channel eventually. You'll be hearing them. I think it's really cool to have my kids to showcase my kids on the channel with me. I think it's a great idea. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. You know, we're up to 60 subs, so I think that's awesome. So obviously I'm doing something right considering it's only been, a month since I first started. So I think it's cool that we're up to 60 already. So obviously something's going right with the channel. Right enough that 60 people are liking it. So Here's hoping we can get more subs, trying to get to 100 by the end of the year. I think we can make it. It'll be a challenge because we're right there at the end of November. But 40 subs by the end of next month, I think that's possible. Alright, so we got, what's his name, Cyrus? I think his name's Cyrus. Alright, so there goes Cyrus. What was that about? Oh, legendary Pokemon. Let's go catch it. Okay. Pokeballs. Yeah, we need Pokeballs. Let's go get that, Aiden. I'm gonna take my jacket off. Every time I record, I get hot. Alrighty. Let's go see. Now, the encounters don't start until we get Pokeballs. So this doesn't count yet, because we can't catch it. But like right there, if we had Pokeballs, Sunkern would be determined already. Boom. Grass type, we'd have to catch it. Sunkern would be on the team, and we have a grass type. So I guess at the Bibarel situation earlier, oh no, yeah, because Bibarel can be determined to either be normal or I can add the water because it does have the normal typing on it. Hopefully that makes sense. But let's see what else we can possibly get here. We go from an Arceus to a Sunkern. That'd be funny. It's not looking good. It's looking like we might have a Sunkern on the team on this first route. We can skip this route though. Oh no, because we got to come back through it. We'll have to see. I think we can skip it though if we go up. I think I'm going to skip that route and let the top route and the lake count for the 2 encounters that create the 3 typings on the team. And then now we know we're looking for normal types. So the first normal type we run into after this, like if we run into a Rattata, okay, Rattata's on the team, or Rattata, or whatever you want to call it. He'll be on the team guaranteed because we've already got normal type. So we have to add any normal type we run into to the team, up to 3 normal types. Hopefully that makes sense. Never done it with a randomizer, so I've never actually done it this way. We're going to call this All Might. All Might. Have no fear, for I am here. Alrighty. So there we go. We've got All Might, the Arceus. Oh my god, come on. Yeah, I'm just hoping this all makes sense. I apologize if it seems a bit confusing or convoluted. But like I said, I've never done it with a randomizer. Usually what I do is I play with the vanilla games. You know, like I play Pokemon Sun with the regular Pokemon in it. And I go ahead and pick which 3 typings and which 9 Pokemon that I want. So I think this with the randomizer, this is the fairest way to do it because I don't know what's in this game. I could say, oh, I want a Caterpie, but never find a Caterpie. So I think this makes it that much easier. Because then I find that encounter, the first 3 encounters, or first 3 types, and use those. Okay, let's skip through this part as quick as we can. I already know all this. And then we'll go do the catching tutorial where I believe Dawn gives us Pokeballs. And then we'll get our first encounter up there. I think I'm gonna go because we saw the Sunkern. I don't want to risk a Sunkern. I really don't. I mean, luckily I got to see that, so I got to determine whether I wanted to risk that or not. And I don't feel comfortable risking that. So I'm gonna use this encounter. Wait. Oh, I gotta go tell my mom. I don't have Pokeballs. Okay. I'm not buying Pokeballs. So I'm not gonna buy Pokeballs just yet so that I can continue to skip this encounter in the Sunkern. So we gotta go talk to our mom. Right here. Alright, Mom. I don't know why I gotta talk to you. Oh, I gotta get the parcel for Aiden, don't I? Forgot about that. Alright, I just want to get to the first encounter and find out what I want to get. All the typings determined, so we know what we've got to look for. Straight to Jubilife. Alright. Okay, so we head up here. If we find something besides the Sunkern, I might come back over this way. Oh my god! Oh! Okay. Do we risk it? Do we risk coming back this way to try to get this or a Sunkern? Oh, between a Mewtwo and a Sunkern? Oh, please. I take a Staryu, water type. He does evolve into a water psychic type, so I could choose both. Or one of the two. The final typing, also, that's another rule. I gotta add that to the rules in the description. The final Pokemon is what matters. Whatever it's going to evolve into. So, Staryu is water, but it evolves, I believe it's just water to begin with, and then evolves into a water psychic type. So, you can choose either of those two typings. It's not the original Pokemon. It's the final evolution of said Pokemon. That's the one that counts. With Arceus, no evolution, so only the normal type counts. With Staryu, it evolves into a water psychic type, so the psychic type could count. So hopefully that makes sense. But I think, because what I could do, because I know there's a Mewtwo there, if I could get the Staryu, psychic type, label the Staryu as a psychic type because of the Starmie. And I know it sounds like I'm trying to change the rules. I apologize if it does. But that's like Incineroar, I counted as a dark type for one of my locks. I counted Incineroar as a dark type. I did, obviously he starts off as pure fire. And if you want proof, I can take a picture of where I wrote it down as a lock. But, so I counted Incineroar as a dark type. He's not originally a dark type. He starts off as a fire type, but he becomes a dark type. So you get to count that as a dark type Pokemon. I hope that makes sense. So what I could do is get the Staryu and then try to catch the Mewtwo. But we'll see how that goes. I'm going to buy more Pokeballs in case we do run into the Mewtwo. Get 15, because we do need potions. We're only going to get one potion. One potion. Alright. Alright, I'm going to risk it. Let's go get an encounter over here. Alright, Route 201. Our encounter is... It's the Mewtwo! Okay. Okay, so we get a Mewtwo. That's our encounter. So however long it takes to catch him. Because even fainting the Pokemon does not matter. Because this is how it's determined. Mewtwo is our Pokemon. So we did see that there's a Staryu, so we need to catch the Staryu as well and put him in the Psychic type. Alright, so we'll use this. I don't know that we'll be able to catch this thing though. But we got to come back and catch it eventually. Alright, Pokeball. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to catch him right off the bat. Because the encounters for this type of lock aren't the same as encounters for other types of locks. This is our encounter. We just got to figure out a way to catch it, and then he'll have 3 lives on our team. We're not going to be able to catch it. I think what we could do is, because we can't catch him right now, this is our encounter. Psychic type has been determined. Mewtwo's been determined. We saw the Staryu already, so the other Psychic type is on. The first other Psychic type we've run into is the Staryu. We know it's here, so we have to catch that one as well. So what we could do is run from this one. We know the type's determined. We know the Pokemon's determined. Let me go ahead and write Staryu down because we know it's determined already. We could come back and get him because we know he's here. So I think I'll get down to 5 Pokeballs and then find a Staryu. Hopefully this makes sense. The typing is determined based off of the first encounter. Our first encounter is Mewtwo, so we know we have to catch the Mewtwo. We know that there's a Staryu here, so we have to catch the Staryu because let me make sure that Staryu becomes a Psychic type. Let me make sure. Stormy. Stormy is a... Yeah, Water Psychic is Staryu. Yeah, he's just Water. Alright, so yeah, that fits the example. That fits it perfectly. So Water Psychic, he becomes a Water Psychic, so we have to catch him. So this is predetermined. So eventually, I think we're going to have to come back with Great Balls or Ultra Balls. But we can't catch anything else except for the Mewtwo and the Staryu. Well, one more Psychic type. If we run into another Psychic type, we have to catch that one as well. And then we got to use a different route to determine our... Alright, last Pokeball, and then we're going to move on from this. Yeah. Alright, so we'll use a different route to determine our other typing and possible other teammate. So we get to pick 2 different routes to determine 2 different typings. I'm going to use this route right here to determine the 3rd typing. Alright, our 3rd typing is Water. Okay, so we have to figure out a way to catch this Milotic as well. Okay. So we've got Water, we've got Psychic, and we've got Normal. That's predetermined. All of that is determined. Normal, Psychic, Water. So this is now a Pokemon Platinum triple threat Randomizer Nuzlocke using Normal, Psychic, and Water typings. I don't think... See, I could put the Staryu because we haven't caught it yet. I could put the Staryu in either Psychic or Water typing. So that fits that situation perfectly too for me to be able to explain that. So because I've got the Staryu on the next, or on that first route, and I know that it's there, I can put it in the Psychic or the Water type because it fits both typings. I'm thinking I'm going to leave it in the Psychic typing. I'm going to go ahead and leave Staryu, or Starmie, which is ready to become Melodic. I'm going to leave it in the, I'm going to leave it in the Psychic typing. So right now we know, guaranteed, we have to catch 3 Pokemon right now. We have to catch a Mewtwo, we've got to catch a Staryu, and we've got to catch this Melodic. So hopefully we can catch one of those 3 in this episode to be able to get it to the, oh no, he's going to kill himself, which is fine. We'll just have to re-encounter another one. Alright, we got the Melodic. So Melodic's on the layout, 3 lives for Melodic, and there we go. So our typings have all been determined, and 4 of the 9 Pokemon have already been determined. So I'm going to name this after my, I was going to name it after my wife, but it's a boy. I'll name it after, let's see, Melodic. I'll name it Circuit. Serpent. I truly hope this makes sense, but, and like that right there where I ran away from that route, you don't have to sit there and search. You can just come across them naturally, or you can search. That part would be left up to the person that's playing. But if you stay there and search and then you run into a Barboach, you have to use the Barboach, for example, in this example, because I've already got Water typing, I would have to use the Barboach. But hopefully all of that is understandable. Like I said, Staryu's considered a Psychic type because I've already ran into the Mewtwo, and I'm putting Staryu in the Psychic type group. Now, if I don't ever find a Water Stone to evolve it into a Psychic type, that's just the luck of the draw with the randomizer. So hopefully all of this is understandable. Hopefully y'all get it. We'll continue to go through it, and I'm going to do a few of these on the channel. This isn't the last one I'm going to do. I'm going to continue this playthrough and then do more Triple Threat Nuzlocks. I think they're fun. I think they're fascinating, and it's a new twist on a different, or an old style of play. So I think adding a new twist is kind of cool. But I want to thank you all so much for watching. We're going to end this episode right here. Please leave a like on the video. Give this series a chance. Maybe you'll find it as interesting as I do. New lock types, I'm always interested in new lock types, so I wanted to come up with one of my own. But yeah, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't. Instagram and Twitter in the description down below. Also, all the rules are in the description down below. But that should be the end of the video, so thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and until next time, later.